with me, maybe. Here's the plan for today. I am going to a Bison's game later with my friend. So I'm going to do my makeup, my hair, and then I'm going to make lunch. And those are the three things that we're going to be doing together. So first of all, when I do my makeup, I start off with moisturizer. Oh, you can't see that. Moisturizer. Obviously, because it's important to because it's important to moisturize. Actually, I lied. What I start off with is sunscreen. This sunscreen, I almost stopped using it because I thought it was making me break out, but I actually don't think it is. So yeah, we just go in with an acceptable amount, an amount that would protect me from getting sunburnt. Perfect. And this sunscreen, I really like it. It really adds, like, it makes my skin look a little bit like, how do I say this without dissing the sunscreen? Like glowy. Glowy is a good word. Yeah. More like greasy. Makes it look pretty greasy. That's the right word. Greasy is the right word. Makes my face look greasy. And kind of like like hard to move across, like not like silky, but I like it. And next I use this moisturizer. It's Clinique, Dramatically Different. I don't think it's that different, but you know. And we're just kind of counter whatever negative effects the sunscreen may have had, which is probably quite a lot. Wonderful. Now, I already put chapstick on. Now I curl my eyelashes, because this is the thing that I think has the most impact on how I look throughout the day on any given day. Yeah. So I was just considering whether or not I should shower before I go to this Blue Jays game, but I've already started putting on my makeup, so nope. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm doing this because then I'll distract myself, and nobody wants me to be distracted while I'm curling my eyelashes. Next, I use this, like, oh wait, should I? Maybe I should have, but I don't do that. Okay, Sky High. I use Sky High. It's waterproof, which I kind of wish it wasn't. But once it runs out, I'll be getting a different Sky High mascara, which isn't waterproof. Cause, like, be so for real, I would never be caught out in the rain so bad that my mascara starts, like, dripping, and you will never catch me crying in a public space. I did that once last year, and I got reported. So, I think I'll pass. But this is a really nice mascara. It's, like, lengthening, and it's not, like, clumpy, which I really like. I have a bunch of clumpy mascaras that I don't use anymore because, you know, clumpy. Gorgeous. It is gorgeous. You're just gonna have to take my word for that, okay? And next, okay. Here's where it gets a little bit like, what is she doing? I have this eyeshadow palette, and I do not have highlighter, so I use this shade. Oh, check it out. You can see me in the mirror. That's trippy. I use this shade as a highlighter. So we're gonna see how that goes. First, we have to make sure that the other thing is out before I use it. What I do, I gather it up on the tip, and then pause, and then you can see where it is, and then just kind of like, and you can clearly see the difference. Like, maybe I'm delusional. I think it makes my eyes look bigger. I've been told that they look the same. But what do they know? Like, actually, what do they know? Literally nothing. I'm just gonna keep working. Okay. Now we're gonna go like that. Give it more of a pop. Because a pop is what we want, okay? A pop is what we want. We want to stand out in a crowd, but not in a bad way. You know? Okay. And now comes the difficult part. The part that can go wrong. Really, really quickly if I do it wrong. Okay, let's see. Makes me look really cool and I look like this. So I'm wearing this for the lesbians out there. Help me. Get me out of this straight hellhole. I don't want to be here. And that's that for that. Oh wait, I forgot a kind of vital part. Oh my god, there's so much eyeshadow on this. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of like, okay. And now we're gonna use that same thing that we used for the eyes, and we're just gonna kind of like, yeah. And listen, it doesn't always work out. In fact, more often than not, it doesn't work out. But we make improvements, we adapt, we change. Okay. And now we're gonna do eyeliner. Eyeliner, I don't know. I like to think I'm pretty good at eyeliner. I've been told I'm not as good as I think I am, but you know. They're just haters. Okay. So we are, I usually like to draw from wherever that eyeshadow undershadowing like stops. The fuck? I just got a notification from Lemon8 saying strawberry legs. I don't want strawberry legs. I like my legs just the way they are. Which the men hate. It's kind of noticeably larger on this side. Okay, that's better. And now, okay, now I just have to do some lip stuff and then we will be moving on to the hair. I really just like doing my hair. Like, I like the way it looks afterwards, but I don't like the process of doing it, if that makes sense. So, okay, this is my absolute favorite lipstick. It's like, it's strawberry shade. I get it off this, I think it's like Bingo. Yeah, Bingo. I get a lot of my lip products off Amazon. But anyways. Gorgeous. And now we're just gonna go over here. And I'm gonna do my hair. I do my hair, I like to think that my hair is wavy. It's not quite curly. I wouldn't go that far, but wavy. Wavy's good. It's a little tangled because I didn't take good care of it last night when I washed it. But, you know, I have doubts that my hair has any texture whatsoever. Sometimes I'm like, maybe it's just straight. But then whenever I brush it dry, it looks like this. So it must have some texture, otherwise it wouldn't look like this, right? Okay. Actually, I'm there. Now I'm standing in front of my mirror. Okay, and now I use this little spray bottle thing. And yep, spray. Get it as wet as you possibly can. That's my advice, as wet as you possibly can. It's good advice right there. Okay. Obviously, I look ridiculous right now, okay? I don't need any smart Alex out there telling me that. But there are cords under me, and I feel like I shouldn't be just like dripping. Oh my god. Okay. You're just gonna have to believe me that I do know how to do my hair. And this isn't actually my first time doing it, despite how chaotic this may seem. But yeah, you just want to kind of like get your hair absolutely soaking wet. Because that is the only way anything is ever gonna get really incorporated, right? God damn it. Sorry, my brother keeps finding this. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna... Wow. It's a wonderful picture of me. I hope he's not still watching this. Okay. Just gonna kind of have to keep that up. Keep spraying. Obviously, the advice stands to get it as wet as you possibly can. I know some of the men aren't familiar with that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. No, I said it wasn't made for kids. I should have 10-year-olds watching this, I don't think. If a 10-year-old started watching my live stream, I would cry. Okay. I'm going to the Bison's game later with my friend. I can't say that I really want to go, but I also couldn't think of a good reason to say no. So, I'm not a huge sports person. I would just be going to support my friend's endeavors, which I also don't really want to do, but I'm doing it, so I do have to look a little bit good. Maybe I'll meet some cute guy who thinks I care about sports in the slightest. I hope I'm not manipulating him, because I do not care about sports in the slightest. Remember to keep the inside roots wet. Do you know what I mean? Like, the ones closest to your ear. Okay. And now we're going to stop using one of those stupid brushes, and we're going to use a wide tooth comb so that the curl pieces we're about to separate aren't too, like, thin. Because thin means, like, weird. Thin is weird. We don't want thin. Okay, wait a minute. That did just explode at me, but I was prepared for it. So, who's the real winner? It's not me. Spoiler alert. Okay. This is Shea Moisture Curl Cream, Curl and Style Milk, actually, so, you know. However fancy you are, I'm fancier, because I have Curl and Style Milk. Okay. For some reason, the thingy isn't working quite right, so that's usually the amount that I use. And I just kind of, like, run it through, my hair on each side. And typically, the more well distributed you can get it, the better it'll look, but it honestly doesn't really matter to me. So, like, once again, is the real winner here. Okay. And then you're gonna scrunch for as long time as possible, because honestly, that's what it all comes down to, doesn't it? Scrunching, scrunching, scrunching. You're gonna keep spraying it with water because we need to keep things wet around here. Gonna keep spraying it with water just like that. Keep your roots wet. Repeat, keep your roots wet. They don't want to be wet. They are really upset that you're making them wet, but you know what? We have to keep them wet anyways. Okay. I got this shirt from a Lucy Dacus concert on her Forever is a Feeling tour, and it is amazing. It is her Grand Cherokee, Julian Baker's Grand Cherokee, not Lucy Dacus. Lucy Dacus is gay. I should add that before I keep talking about her because it might not catch the interest of people. Lucy Dacus is gay. She's very, very much so gay. But apparently one of my favorite songs by her, Brando, is about a man. And I didn't know that. I thought it was about some like tarot reading girl. It's like, you know, I wouldn't walk home if I were you. But you do you, boo. Okay. We've scrunched it quite a lot. Yup. So now, come with me. We're going on an adventure. Obviously, it looks shitty right now, but you know what? It always kind of does. My front pieces refuse to curl and refuse to stay straight, so they are the bane of my existence. I try finger coiling them, but like it doesn't work the way everything else is listening to what I'm telling you to do. So I'm gonna use some gel and hope for the best. Perfect. I don't use all that much because I really don't like the feeling of the gel once it dries. If you know, you know. Like the like really like tough kind of like, I don't know. I like my hair to feel as loose as possible. Not sure why, I just do. But once again, we're just gonna scrunch, 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 scrunch until our arms fall off. Okay. Good news, guys. Billie Eilish made me something special. I'm special. Okay. And now, yep, just keep scrunching. Just keep scrunching. Just keep scrunching. Now I'm gonna do something kind of controversial. I towel dry my hair. Like, I know that's kind of like a no-no in the curly community or whatever, but I honestly, like, I do what needs to be done and I don't have the time to wait around for this shit to dry. And it doesn't dry nicely either, so why would I wait? So you're just gonna sit there. I do not like grab it, I scrunch dry it. Okay. I scrunch dry it. And it maybe it makes it a little frizzier than it would normally be, but I honestly, I'll survive with a little bit of frizz. Definitely, it's not the end of the world. Over there. This is my full body mirror. It's a little janky, but again, my advice is to just scrunch for as long as humanly possible. But you know, it's not that hard to handle if you are okay with towel drying. If you don't towel dry, then there's nothing I can do. It's gonna take forever to dry your hair. But you know, in my experience, towel drying is typically the best and easiest way out. Scrunch it in a bunch of different ways, from a bunch of different angles. Just scrunch, 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 scrunch. Do what you have to do. My hair ends up looking, usually it looks alright. Sometimes it looks a little bit less than alright, but you know. We deal the cards we were dealt. And yada yada yada. This side always looks so much worse than the other side, and I don't know why. Okay. That's it. So, I was just gonna do a hair and makeup tutorial for those who wanted it, who wanted to know how I always look so good. Anyways, yeah. Bye. Okay.